Hi there! So we've got a bit of a serious topic on our hands as we both feel like it needs to be addressed.
Today we are talking about what to do if you're being harassed in public, which is so important for all us girls because it happens on a daily basis.
All us guys as well. Anyone that is made to feel uncomfortable anywhere is not okay. And we are about to tell you our experiences as well as what to do if you feel like you're in that situation and how to prevent it.
So have you ever experienced any sexual harassment?
A few bits, not anything major. I've mainly heard like horrible stories from my friends, but I guess one time I was on the bus and there was a really friendly man who came sat next to me, how are you doing? What do you do? How old are you? Asking me all these interesting questions and smiling at me the entire time until he put his hand on my leg. And I was like, what the fuck? So clearly he's trying to like push into my sort of personal space, which is not okay. It made me feel uncomfortable. I was thinking, why the fuck is this guy touching my leg? And I did end up saying to him, like, you can't do that. I'm sorry. If you do that again, I'll have to sit somewhere else or I'll have to let everyone know on the bus. And he kind of didn't take that well. He was just like, oh, okay, bit funny about it. And obviously afterwards, I felt a little bit like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. He was trying to be nice. No, it's not acceptable in any way, shape or form. Like, you don't do that as a normal person. You wouldn't go up to somebody and touch their leg. You just wouldn't do that.
No, it's really not okay.
Yeah, and it's like intimidating. Even if he's got a smile on his face, even if he's trying to be nice, that's still my space.
I feel like that's even worse because they're trying to like...
trick you?
Yeah, they're tricking you.
What the fuck?
Trying to like make you feel more comfortable so they can get away with it.
Yeah, it's a real sly tactic. And we stopped talking after that. Definitely. I just put my music in and looked out the window. But I was thinking, if he's gonna do that again, I'm gonna shout to somebody because that's not okay. I've told him once. Have you had anything?
Also the same, nothing major. But I mean, saying that, I think everyone's experiences are valuable and like important to share. And just for me, it's just being on cramped public transport, like on the tube or something, and wandering hands basically, like guys standing like a tiny bit too close to you,
and they
or
try
their
and get away with it,
sort of resting on your ass, like stuff like that.
Yeah, when they don't even have to have like a hand cupped on your ass. They could just be like on you, and you're like
contact.
Yeah,
like,
you can feel that something's not
it's
right.
Like you don't. I can see that you don't have to be standing that close to me.
Yeah.
But you're trying to turn the situation into like something that's going to benefit them in a way.
Yeah, and that's not acceptable in any way, shape or form. It doesn't have to be someone like shouting at you or harassing you or like physically grabbing you. It can be a little sly comment.
Yes, exactly.
I've had someone on the train before. He was like sat on the seat with his legs up on a seat, and no one else was sat there. You could tell that he was like drunk. He was asleep, legs up, and this was a packed out train.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm gonna fucking sit there. Sorry, mate. Can you move your legs?
Yeah.
And as he moved his legs, he was like, yeah, you can sit on my lap if you like. And that's not an okay comment to say, especially on a packed train, and there are other people there like that can hear it.
Yeah.
And it's to benefit him. It's to make him feel better, and it's not a nice thing to do to anyone.
No,
and even like someone as confident as me and who can say something. And luckily I was on the phone to my boyfriend at the time, and I did say, oh, do you want to ask my boyfriend? He's on the phone. And he was like, and then the girl sat next to him was like proper laughing under her breath. You could tell that he was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He had been caught the fuck out, and it was not acceptable.
See, that's a really good thing to do in that sort of situation. I think I did the wrong thing by just standing there in silence, being like, what's happening?
But it's hard to say something. You don't want to be embarrassed. You don't want to say the wrong thing. And half the time, you don't even know if they've done anything.
Exactly.
You're still like...
We could be just too close. Like,
it might have been an accident. But there comes a point where you go, no, this isn't an accident. And I do feel uncomfortable. And even if you don't know if they're doing it intentionally, if you feel uncomfortable, that's not okay.
So we have some tips for you for how to deal with these situations if you find yourself in them.
Yes. So judge the area that you're in and whether or not there's one person doing this to you or whether it's a group of people, because sometimes you can get a group of guys that might be drunk and they're sort of not necessarily trying to intimidate you, but they can still intimidate you, and it's not okay. So judge the situation before you continue. Don't start screaming and shouting at a group of lads if you think they're drunk enough to attack you or make the situation worse.
Another good thing to do is to sort of look at your surroundings. Like, is there anywhere you could go to get help, like a shop nearby or houses that you can knock on? So just sort of be aware of where you can get help from.
If you think you're being followed, a good trick is to cross the road, see if they follow you, and cross the road back again, because no one's going to do that. That's just dumb. So if you're worried that somebody's following you, that's a good way to tell if they actually are.
There's no shame in running away if you think there might be a threat, or talking to the person, like the next person that you see, and just telling them that you're really worried about the situation.
So even something as small as you're feeling somebody behind you, you feel the warmth of a hand or their body against you when there could be extra space. It's different if you're in a packed out carriage. Or if you feel like somebody's invading your personal space, like don't accept it. Don't ignore it.
Let them know that you're not comfortable. Stare at them.
Or say something. Excuse me?
What are you doing?
That's not okay. If you feel like you can't say anything, move away from the situation.
Depending on how serious you think the situation is, you can take a photo of them and send it to the police.
So if they ignore you or continue the harassment, then make your actions bigger and louder. Make sure that people in the area can see that you're uncomfortable.
Don't touch my bum.
Get away from me.
The aim is to make them feel just as uncomfortable as you do, even if that means screaming, calling for help.
Don't let them or anyone make you feel bad for the reaction.
People who know they're doing something wrong might get nasty.
Stay strong. Now, how can you prevent being targeted?
Don't walk late at night with your headphones on. You can't hear anything.
Don't walk alone with your phone in front of you, because it makes you a target to robbers and they're just going to want to take your phone away.
It also shows that you're not paying attention to your surroundings.
Yeah.
Talk to someone on the phone, let them know where you are.
Predators are more likely to target someone who's shy and quiet and seems like they would put less of a fight up.
Act confident and walk fast with your head held high.
Talk loudly on the phone, even if you have to pretend. Blah, 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 blah. Don't get me, motherfucker.
It's really important to help others if you think they're being harassed. Even a simple "are you okay" can save someone. Don't get so paranoid that it ruins your life, or you feel that you can't be alone.
So most of our streets today are monitored 24/7 by security, so keep to busy roads.
This can't be socially accepted as normality.
So stay confident on your own, and together we can keep each other safe.
We hope that this video on harassment has been helpful to you.
Even though it's been quite a serious subject, we hope that you are better equipped to deal with a situation if you come across one.
Because it does happen to all of us, and we need to be more aware of it happening to the people around us as well.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think of our tips. Let us know in the comments below, and if you found this useful, please like it.
Also, if you have any stories of sexual harassment or issues that you've come across, please include them below, because the more we talk, the more we discuss, the more we can help each other out.
We will see you next week. Subscribe to our channel. Bye.
Bye. With the looks we give back at the camera, we're like, you watching this?